Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Baylor Bears and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Rich Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Tar Heels ready to kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. They'll run this play from the pistol. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, kick it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. But in the pass rush, they win up front.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He might want another play. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fakes to grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give to the right. Breaks into the open. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Bears.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Number 94 set to kick off.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Edwards. Throws to the back. He's got it down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends out the offense to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Flagway wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Flagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion. There on 3rd down. They were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Flagway to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. With the catch, it's Ship. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback making adjustments. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They get glad to have you with us from Ncaa Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Big Ten play starts as these two teams get set to square off and start the conference race. It's the Baylor Bears and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. Finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
They'll try it over the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Dances away. Going to try to... It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Here's Lagway to pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. Complete in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Baylor.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Could be an alley. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Here's the give off the left side. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quick release by the QB. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Right on the money. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Snagged in the middle, it's Shipp. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They believe they can run right here. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's got it again. Got a little grass. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense changing the play. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty.
Wilson! Enter! Iron!
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wide receiver going in motion. Lagway makes the catch. It's Miller. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Lagway. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They're going to run it to the right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the first down. They'll try it here on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's got it for a big play. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Right down the middle. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing.
Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
5:29.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Chip. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's on target and complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Flagway on the play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kick would be hard enough, straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Offense in a bunch formation. Maybe a double pass. Rush is on him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Eagle, check, eagle. Iron, hammer, hey, hammer. Punch. Venom, hey, Venom. Motion.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. Running free. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. It gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the LSU Tigers. And it's the Gamecocks who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. The corners are walked up tight. Got it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Escapes the sack. He's going to run it. Nice move to keep running. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Lagway. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Bears! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run to the left. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wideout. They go play action with Lagway. Buying some time as he moves left. Open on the left side is Smith. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. The running back has it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Lagway wants to throw. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Moving out to the right. It's complete. He's inside the 15. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll move the tight end. Here's Lagway to pass. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 94, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Maybe a crease. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but